Welcome, guys. This is part two to my ranch build. So, in after the last episode, before this one, I did change the color of the roof and add some foundation wallpaper because I realized I didn't do that. But now we're doing some terrain. I don't usually mess around with terrain a lot, so it was a bit hard for me, but we got there. We figured it out. We're also doing some landscaping. I feel like I kind of bounced around a lot, but I can't just sit on one thing. No, I use these flowers a lot when I landscape. I just feel they work really well. They fill the space. They add some color. Now here I was trying to use the 9 key to raise it up, and my camera is apparently set over in the woods over there. So that's fine, but if you just hold Control 9, it won't jump your camera. So now we add some trees. I'm using the trees that came from Horace Ranch because that's what's in the world. That way it just kind of fits in a bit better. But I do like you get a nice little bench under the tree, you got like a little place to sit, added a pond so you have something to look at. They add some ducks into the pond as well. That way there's something in it. I try to use those animal stuff. There's ducks, I have fireflies, I think I put dragonflies in, tadpoles, just to help liven it up a little bit. So in game, you won't see the little square, you'll see the actual animal. I don't like those grass things. I don't like how they floated. They just seem to sit above the water. I don't like that. I don't think it worked very well. Doing some more terrain paint. Yeah, the only time I usually use terrain paint is dirt under trees and plants, not as pathways. So using it was just felt like a whole new ballgame. But I was trying to make it look more cohesive and together. And some outdoor lighting. I wanted some like fairy lights or string lights. I just couldn't fit them in, so I used the in-ground lights that I used at the front of the house again. In case your Sims wants to sit out there in the dark. Now I finished the foundation because I realized I didn't do that. Now, fencing in this yard. This was a fun little house to build. I enjoyed it. And I don't think it turned out too bad. I was worried about the amount of windows, but I think it's okay. And more terrain paint. I do lighten it up a bit. It felt really harsh. And now we build our barn. So the barn does have room for 2 horses or mini goat slash mini sheep. And I built it on the side and then realized I didn't like it there and had to turn the entire thing around piece by piece. Because otherwise I would have moved like the whole house. Didn't really feel like doing that. So here I'm moving it piece by piece again. And we just went with the typical red barn, you know. I thought about adding some stone, but we'll just go with the red bar, Makes it feel nice. Add some windows in there. And I did remove the floors so you can kind of just look up. Have some more room. Get our lights in so our animals are not. I just realized those lights are not spaced evenly. Or like that one light is just off. It's not in the right spot. However, I did already upload this to the galleries, so my bad. Feel free to fix it if you'd like. Or if you don't mind having a crooked light, more power to you, because you don't see them really in game anyway, because the walls are down, depending on how you play. So you necessarily won't see it, but my bad. I did also paint the ceilings here. So when you look up, it's not just white plaster. And now we just add in some decorations, making it feel a little bit lived in. Remove the flooring so they can have some hay and some dirt. Because I don't think typically your horses would. I've never owned horses. I've had family that's owned horses. And their entire barn had no flooring at all. It was all just dirt. But I wanted some flooring in there, and I want the whole barn to be dirt. So I just made the little horse area dirt. So they will have to walk across the wood, but it's alright. Got a horse trailer here. And that tote there, I believe, is actual storage. Like, you can actually put stuff in there. And now I'm doing to a back patio. I did not put a back door in, which in hindsight probably would have been nice, but I did not do that. So you will have to walk all the way from the front of the house, but it is what it is. I did do a lowered patio with using quite a bit of stuff from the Desert Luxe kit. We had a fireplace, couch, I think, a chair, and then I do add a grill. And I realized the curtains that I like are from Desert Luxe kit. Still, I very rarely use curtains, but I like those ones because they have the extender piece. So now I'm looking for the grill from Horse Ranch. I like that grill. I think it looks nice. Add a lamp. So I didn't add quite a lot of light. I added some stuff from Spa Day, the wooden pillars you'll see here in a minute. Yeah, these ones, I added those. And then the lantern on the fireplace. Figured don't necessarily need a whole lot of light. These do just fine. And if you have the fireplace on, it does also provide light. Getting some bushes in there to help fill that space, because I don't know what to put there. I couldn't put the lowered patio right up against the house, so I needed something to fill the space, so I used bushes. Those bushes are handy. I like those bushes. They fill up a lot of space. Now I was trying to figure out what I could put on the foundation, on the platform. I know there is wallpaper. I've seen it. However, I could not find it. So we just kind of left it natural. I think it works. It works for the color scheme that I did on the back patio anyway. Back to adding some pathways with the terrain tool. Or terrain paint, not the terrain tool, terrain paint. Which I do lighten it up a bit. The dirt I chose seemed really dark, so I added some of this light stuff on it to help kind of just lighten it up. And then I outlined everything in the terrain paint, just to give it a little bit more depth. And and the house is there. I don't know how else to describe it besides just a little bit more depth. It's a little extra detail. And now I think I'm adding the horse stuff now. So we get a horse jump, we got a barrel. I do add the ball so your horses have something to play with. Yep, I used a soccer. I like the soccer ball one. Here's our mailbox because I realized I did not have one of those in the bin. I did not forget the outside bin. We have an indoor bin and an outdoor bin. Surprisingly remembered both. Thought I'd forget. Did not. Right. So now we're making the jumps look used. Adding some more pathway. I feel like I don't know. I like the paths because it highlights where in theory a sim would walk. Now, if the sim walks there, it's a different story, but in theory, I did add a second pond, and I added some more ducks, some tadpoles, the whole nine yards. So it looks kind of, I wanted to kind of, so I wanted to use that fountain, but I didn't necessarily have a spot that I wanted it in. I just couldn't really find anything. So now I'm adding some more landscaping around the tree. And then I kind of circled it with rocks just to kind of help kind of blend it together. There you go. I wanted to use the horse ranch ones. I just couldn't find a good spot. There is some prairie grass in that yard too, so it can grow and your horses can munch on that. Or you can harvest it to fill your feeder. And now I was looking for the swing set. Yep, the swing set for the kids, since I did add a kid room. Wanted something for your kids to have outside, so I added the swing set. I believe this is the growing together swing set. But this is about it for the speed build, and we will be jumping to present of me showing you the house. Welcome to the non-speed build portion of the video. So this is part 2 to my ranch build. I did do a couple changes off camera. Like after part 1, I added the foundation wallpaper, changed the roof color to black, and then I did change the barn roof to a black, like steel, because I realized that I hadn't. So anyway, so this is our house. So it looks like at night. We got a few lights going on, not many. Alrighty. Get the good light, please. Thank you. So firstly, we have our house here. We have nice rocking chairs with a fan and some drinks. The easel and telescope in a sitting area. Then when you walk in the door, our sitting area, living room is right over here, with a pretty decently sized kitchen. Our dining. We got the plants. Ignore the closed off space. Our shared bathroom. And then the office. It only has one computer, but that's alright. There's only one computer in this house. And then up the stairs, you come into another sitting area where we have a gaming table and some books to read. There's also books down in the office as well. There's huge bookcases, and then there is 3 bedrooms up here. This is the master. They got a ceiling fan, a wood stove, an ensuite bathroom with like a half of it being like a wet room. One bedroom that can be used for a teen or a young adult, not really geared towards anyone. Same thing with this child's room. This one is geared more towards children, but not specifically anyone in particular. You got some wall decor in some of the rooms. Not much though. We got some pictures hanging up in the bathroom. Alright, so that's the house. If you come outside, we have 2 ponds. We got a small one up here and then a bigger one back here with the barn. So the barn does have room for at least 2 horses, where you can do some mini goats and mini sheep. Got a feeding trough and the water trough. The barrel racing practice and the jumping practice. A little swing set for the kid. And then we have this nice board floor out here for the patio. not the same height as the house. It's actually quite lower because the house is up on a foundation. But there's a fireplace, there's some seating, a picnic table, and a grill. And it does have a few lights out here. And then the fireplace will also light up. That is our lovely little ranch home. Hope you enjoyed it. This is again, part 2. I also didn't forget the outside bin. There it is. Woo! This is part 2 to the speed builds that I did. I hope you enjoyed. I actually quite enjoyed doing speed builds. They were kind of nice to just turn on, like listening to YouTube and whatnot while building in the background. Oop! Nope, hold on. I totally did not forget to do the dormers. It's fine. Everything is fine. Life is good. Okay, now I think that's everything. We will save for like the 10 millionth time. Ranch home. And we will upgrade? No. Upload this to the gallery. So there's 3 beds, 2 bath. I think I use the yard fairly well. I don't typically build on huge lots, so I do like it. It feels nice. Alright. So let's share lot to gallery. Alright. And so if you are trying to find me on the gallery, I am Vixie underscore gaming, same as my TikTok. And this house should be depending on when you're watching this video, should be one of the first houses up. Alrighty. Thank you guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and give any feedback in the comment section down below. Thank you guys for joining, and I hope you have an awesome day. Bye guys!